FIFA Nation, what's up YouTube? People come out more intentional, more prepared as a team. The coach can only do so much, but the team came out the right way. I'm glad they got a win without Clark. Now people are gonna say, well, it was just the Mystics. The bottom line is they know they can win games without Clark. Now, against better teams, we're still searching. Now, let's take it for what it is. I don't want to get too giddy. You have some fair weather YouTube fans now scrambling to make sense of nonsense. Some predicted that they would lose the next 4 or 5 games because of the schedule. But we're not going to belabor that point. Let's talk about what did go right tonight. Arie McDonald, Sydney Colson, the people that returned to the lineup, and the newbie that came into the lineup and made a difference. Their productivity was critical tonight. Everything that everyone contributed, every point, every rebound, every steal, every block, everything that played into the win tonight was key for the Fever. It was key. I was glad to see it. I'm sure you at home and those that were at the game, fortunate enough to be at the game, were glad to see it as well. Let's take it for what it was worth, build upon this, and get this win Saturday versus the Sky. In my most recent video, we talked about turnovers, missed layups, and missed free throws. Now, if you look at tonight, Fever was 14 of 23 from the free throw line. That means they left 9 points on the table. The turnovers, phenomenal improvement. I said in my most recent video that if the Fever can stay at or under 10 turnovers a game, they give themselves an enormous opportunity to win the game. Shout out to Sydney Colson and the newbie, Arie McDonald, who came in and gave phenomenal minutes, and that was crucial to the win tonight. I thought their productivity tonight, their effort tonight, really energized this team in moments of the game when it was needed most. McDonald came in with such a defensive presence, I think it disrupted the Mystic guard play. If you think about that charge she took against Sykes, it just bulldozed her. Great feet work, great positioning on that. The refs were left no choice but to call the charge. It was a great defensive stand. I want to say that tonight, shout out to the Fever for it seems like they're getting together the defensive scheme, making the switches, knowing who to guard, when to switch and when not to switch. Now, they still had some breakdowns, mind you, but it didn't look like it did the game before when Citron was getting numerous open shots. They didn't give up as many open shots tonight. If you look at the Mystics statistically from the three, they shot nowhere near where they did in their last home win versus the Fever. Fever fans, did you all see a team that's finally, after 6 games, 6 contests, 3 without their star, Caitlin Clark? Did they look like they were finally figuring it out? Did it look like they were playing with some much more effort? They look like they played with a better understanding of what Coach White is expecting of them offensively and defensively. I like the switches tonight. There wasn't a lot of disjointedness. Players just left wide open. You can't give these women just wide open looks, especially the good shooters that are in this league. They didn't give up a lot of those shots tonight. It seemed like they made the Mystics work for everything they got, with the exception of Sykes, who is a phenomenal penetrator to the basket. She got to the rim, for my taste, a little bit too excessively. Now, I'm sure that's something they're going to go back and look at the tape and clean up for the next game. Because when they play the Chicago Sky, you never know what you need to prepare for. Drama is the least that's going to happen when they play the Chicago Sky. That's all I have for you right now. You all have a great day. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm out.